What if I told you the modern world is shaped by the oops moment in science and technology? Today we look into the 10 most important discoveries humans stumbled into by accident that now power medicine, kitchens, space science, and your daily to-do list. Stick around to know the number one and tell me in the comments which happy accident impacted your life the most and which one you use today without realizing. If you love curiosity-driven stories with real science, hit subscribe for new videos from TheKuriousK. It is weird that at number 10, we have a drug sildenafil. Almost everyone knows it by its trade name, Viagra. In 1990s, a heart drug trial yields an unexpected side effect, improved erectile function. The side effect becomes the main effect and a cultural reset. Impact. It normalized targeted therapy for quality of life and spurred vascular research, including pulmonary arterial hypertension. At its peak, Viagra topped $2 billion per year in sales. Without this discovery, men's health stays in the shadows, fewer treatment options, and less research attention on vascular mechanisms. Up next at 9, we have cosmic microwave background. In 1964, Penzias and Wilson chase a persistent radio hiss. Not pigeons, the afterglow of the Big Bang. The impact. This discovery cemented the Big Bang model and launched precision cosmology. Later missions, KuriousK Planck, mapped our universe with breathtaking accuracy. Penzias and Wilson earned the 1978 Nobel Prize in Physics. Counterfact. Without this CMB, the cosmology stays speculative. Fewer high-precision tools for testing fundamental physics. At number 8 is the Superglue, or cyanoacrylate. First rejected in optics for being too sticky, cyanoacrylate turned out to bond almost anything, instantly. Impact. Homes, factories, electronics, and even tissue adhesives in clinical settings. Early cyanoacrylate sprays were used for field hemostasis in Vietnam. Today, medical-grade variants close minor wounds. Economically, adhesives are a $70 billion plus global market. What it means without this serendipity discovery: pricier repairs, slower assembly lines, more sutures for small cuts. Next is Pacemaker at number 7. In 1956, Wilson Greatbatch slips the wrong resistor into a circuit. It pulses, like a heartbeat. The impact is immeasurable. The implantable pacemakers give longer, steadier lives to people with bradyarrhythmias. With approximately 700,000 to 1 million implants occur worldwide each year, and more than 3 million people living with devices. If there were no pacemakers today, millions face fainting during routine tasks, and risk of heart failure, and sudden death risk. Daily life would shrink to hospital emergency rooms. Isn't it a great serendipitous accident that is saving million lives annually? At number 6, we have Post-it notes. 3M's Spencer Silver invents a weak glue. Useless invention, until colleague Art Fry needs a hymn book bookmark that won't fall out. And a productivity icon is born. The impact. Knowledge work, labs, classrooms. Post-its became a universal visual language. Launched publicly in 1980, now used in 100+ countries. Without Post-it notes, we live in less frictionless ideation with a Kanban-style workflows. The world's whiteboards get a lot lonelier. Quick pause. Drop a comment. Which one discovery did you use today? I'm guessing at least 3. Now we move on to top 5. At 5, we have Teflon, or the PTFE. In 1938, Roy Plunkett opens a cylinder he thought was empty. Inside, a slick, inert white solid, PTFE. Impact. From Manhattan Project corrosion protection to aerospace seals and lab tubing to your non-stick pan, PTFE laughs at chemicals and heat. No Teflon means there are more failures due to corrosion, more contaminations, heavier maintenance in chemical plants, hospitals, and even for rockets. At number 4 is vulcanization. Charles Goodyear spills a sulfur rubber mix on a hot stove. Instead of melting, the rubber turns tough and elastic. Hello, vulcanized rubber. Impact. Tires, gaskets, cable jackets. Mobility and electrification scaled because rubber could finally withstand heat, cold, and wear. The global tire industry is $140 United States dollars plus billion. The rubber demand is tens of millions of tons annually. No vulcanization means a problem, as cars and planes wouldn't scale. Fragile insulation would cripple early power grids and telecom. Wow, we are moving fast. It is number 3. The microwave oven. In 1945, Engineer Percy Spencer stands near a radar magnetron. The chocolate in his pocket melts. Popcorn experiments follow. The impact. The kitchen changed, and so did food R&D. By the mid-1980s, home adoption exploded. Approximately 25% of U.S. households already had one by 1986, and today it's nearly 90%. No microwave means no 2-minute meals, slower factories, longer lunch breaks, and fewer convenient nutrition options for students and shift workers. At number 2, we have X-rays. In 1895, Wilhelm Röntgen noticed a screen glowing through cardboard. Invisible rays pass through flesh, but not bone. The impact is gigantic. From fractures to swallowed coins, doctors could finally look inside non-invasively. Today, there are approximately 3.6 billion diagnostic imaging exams each year. X-rays are the workhorse of modern medicine. Without X-rays, medicine would still rely on exploratory surgery and guesswork. Trauma and TB detection would be far deadlier. The number 1 is penicillin. Unexpected and completely accidental scientific discovery is of antibiotic penicillin. In 1928, Alexander Fleming leaves a messy petri dish out. A stray mold lands, bacteria die around it. That mold, Penicillium notatum. The impact. Infections stopped being death sentences. Food poisoning, modern surgery, C-sections, chemo support, trauma care. All this is possible because antibiotics exist. Estimates put penicillin's lives saved at approximately 500 million over the past century. Without it, routine infections would still kill. Maternal mortality would be far higher, and many surgeries wouldn't be viable. From moldy dishes to cosmic static, Viagra, CMB, Superglue, Pacemaker, Post-its, Teflon, vulcanization, microwaves, X-rays, penicillin, 10 oops moments that became everyday magic. Here's the big lesson. Progress loves prepared minds. Accidents happen, but discovery belongs to the curious who notice and test. Tell me below, which one saved the most lives, and which one surprised you? If you enjoyed this, share it with one curious friend. Subscribe for more science, research life, and smart career moves right here on TheKuriousK.